Hi guys, welcome. My name is Heather Jones. I am the #1 intuitive teacher in the world, and I teach the Advanced Intuitive Testing System. You guys, I'm going to teach you the most transformational system in the entire world because this system teaches you how to trust your intuition. You guys have been given a gift. You guys, I'm going to teach you how to unlock the single most important gift in your entire life. The single most important gift of your entire life is your intuition. And you guys, you have forgotten that your body literally speaks to you. Every single time that you want an answer, all you have to do is ask your body, and your body will literally give you an answer in seconds. So right now, you can get my advanced intuitive system, the complete system, for $27. And this will help you get to the root cause of any single symptom in literal seconds. You guys, I have worked with hundreds of people across the entire globe and have taught people how to literally get to the root cause of their symptoms in seconds. And you guys can literally heal yourself in minutes. So we're going to go through the 7 keys. We're going to spend the next 60 minutes going through the keys. I give you the keys for absolutely free. You guys, these keys took me over 10 years to learn and over thousands of dollars of certifications. And the truth is that you have been lied to about the gift. You have been lied to about how you can heal yourself. Every single thing that you are dealing with right now stems from either a childhood trauma, a trapped emotion, or some sort of distortion or lies. And your body's literally trying to help you heal that. But you have been taught to silence your truth. You guys, we have a systemic generational problem. Okay, what is the problem with people today is that you do not know how to get answers for yourself. If you are watching this right now and you do not know how to get a yes or a no from your body, you do not know how to heal yourself in literal seconds, if you do not know how to tap into your pain and ask your body, what is this pain? You guys, your body literally speaks to you. Okay? And we have been taught to silence our messenger, our gift that can never lie, always tells the truth with a 99.9% accuracy. Okay? So that is key number 1. You guys, I have a complete advanced intuitive testing system. Hey, young Moni. Are you needing some one-on-one? Okay, if you stay for the hour, then I'll put you on the list. So we're going to spend 60 minutes going through the keys, you guys going through this system. And then afterwards, I'm going to prove to you on this live that you can literally go from a 10-10 pain to a 0 pain in seconds. I'm going to prove to you that you can tap into your symptoms in literal seconds. If you do not believe me, I have hundreds of hours of YouTube videos doing this every single night, taking people from a 10-10 pain to a 0 pain in minutes on my live. I teach these keys because they have been silenced. You cannot access this information unless you pay thousands of dollars in certifications, and that's just not okay for me. Okay? There are so many people who are suffering in silence. There are so many people who have chronic pain right now. And the problem is that we are told by doctors, right, not how to fix our problems, but how to mask the symptoms. And so we have people that have been dealing with chronic pain, sexual traumas, physical traumas, emotional traumas. We have people dealing with poverty. Why? Because we have been taught to silence our truth. And so when you learn how to access this information that I'm going to teach you, you guys, it is life-changing. It is life-changing because it puts the power back into your hands so that you no longer listen to other people, right? You no longer are at the mercy of external validation and external healing, okay? So we are going to dive into the 7 keys. You guys, these 7 keys unlock truth, okay? I give you the whole system in my intuitive testing guide, but I'm going to teach you the keys for free. And it's so powerful. So key number 1 is your body literally speaks to you through pain. Pain is the secret messenger of the body. We have been taught to silence our messenger, our truth. Okay, when we were children, we were taught to shut up and to be quiet and to listen to the parent. And then we were thrown into a public school system that did the same thing. And now you're 30 and you're 40 and you're 50 and you do not know how to get answers for yourself. Okay, and this is the problem. You should be able to ask what your pain is and know within literal seconds how to clear it. And your body will tell you. Okay, so the system I created is the 7 keys so that you can tap into your truth in literal seconds. Okay, key number 1. Key number 1. If you're just jumping in, let me know where you're coming from. Where is everybody watching from? You guys, I'm going to teach you the most incredible, powerful system. Life-changing. If you're just now joining me, you've never seen me before, you're in for the most incredible treat of your entire life. Welcome to my community. Hey, Lulu. Oh, yeah, I remember you, Queen. Australia. Mississippi. Hey, Susie Q. Hi, Tina. So you guys are going to want to stick around for the next hour because we are going to dive into these keys. It took me 10 years to get these keys. Georgia, Alabama, California. Hey, Florida. So if you have ever experienced any type of trauma in your life, physical, sexual, emotional, spiritual, religious trauma, North Carolina, if you have ever experienced any type of trauma, if you are dealing with 10/10 chronic pain, if you're dealing with migraines, back pain, arthritis, if you're dealing with any chronic disorder, Hashimoto's, cancer, autoimmune disorder, okay, I want you guys to follow me. Do not lose me because the information I'm going to teach you could very well change your life today. Okay? Susie Q, you poor thing. Spinal bifida. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you guys, the truth is that our bodies were created to heal themselves. Our bodies literally provide the medicines to heal ourselves, and we have been given what's called our intuition. It is discernment, okay? And pain is just the secret language of the body. So pain is just communication that something is not right? I call that the messenger. When I have pain, it means my messenger showed up to tell me that there's a problem. The problem is, you guys, not that the messenger showed up. The problem is that you keep silencing the messenger with painkillers, right? We have been taught at a very young age, generationally, that the second that we have pain, it's bad, that we need to run and grab a painkiller, right? Tylenol, ibuprofen, Pepto-Bismol. But the truth is that when the messenger shows up, when pain shows up, we are supposed to communicate with our bodies and ask our bodies, what is this pain? So that our bodies can tell us and we can clear it. So you guys, this is the system that I teach. Nobody teaches this system like I do, and especially not for the price that I teach it at. Okay, anxiety and depression is also the messenger, right? There's something not right here. So we are taught to silence anxiety and depression with what? Antidepressants, right? Anti-suppressants. They suppress the emotions. They silence the messenger, okay? So that is key number 1. We are going to spend the next 40 minutes now going through the other keys, and then we're going to do one-on-ones. I'm going to show you exactly how the system works. I'm going to prove to you with your own eyes. We're going to take people from a 10/10 pain to a 0 pain in minutes, okay? So key number 2 is that you might be dealing with something physical, but it's only going to be one or many of these things. Thanks, Riri. Okay, when you test yes to physical, it's either going to be a parasite, a toxin, or a nutrient deficiency. It could be multiple, but you guys, I am telling you that when your body has pain, okay, it is telling you, if you test yes to physical, that there's something wrong. If it's a parasite, right, I want to know which parasite, don't you? Wouldn't you want to know which parasite? If it's a toxin, I want to know which toxin. If it's a nutrient deficiency, I want to know what nutrient deficiency. Do you guys know that doctors and scientists have proven that your body is a literal instrument? And what I mean by that is that doctors and scientists have proven that you can ask your body a question and your body physically responds. Okay, your body will give a yes and a no. This is what I teach you in my system, how to get your yes and your no. So in my charts, if you test yes for a parasite, you're going to know exactly which parasite. And I will tell you that there is an epidemic of people dealing with parasites. Okay, if you have never done a parasite cleanse in your life, most likely your liver is not functioning at 100% because it is trying to detox from the parasites and the toxins. And because of that, your body is most likely nutrient deficient because the nutrients are what's trying to fight off these toxins. And so, if you are dealing with chronic pain right now, it very well could be a physical key, but it's only going to be parasite, toxin, or nutrient deficiency. It could be multiple, and your body will tell you which one. And not only that, your body can tell you exactly how to clear it at the root cause. Because you can test products and ask your body, will this clear my physical symptom 100%, 90 to 100%? And if you get a no, then you will not have to waste any more money on things that don't work. Because how many of you guys spend money on products with a hope and a prayer that it's going to work, right? Oh, I hope this vitamin C works. I hope this skincare product works, right? But you can know everything. So that is key number 2. The next key, okay? Emotional trauma. How many of you guys who are watching have ever experienced, okay, you could put 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you got all 4, let me know. Sexual trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, religious trauma, or spiritual trauma. How many of you guys have experienced any of those things? Okay, put a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in the comments. 3 and 5. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta block some people. So you guys, 1 in 4 women before the age of 18, look at all these 5s, will be sexually abused before the age of 18. That is just horrific. And you guys, we have come to this earth to experience traumas and trials, but the problem is, it's not that we experience those traumas, it's that we are not taught how to heal those traumas. And then we go around 30, 40, 50 years old dealing with those traumas still today. Because if you have not gone back to that little you that was abused physically, emotionally, spiritually, or sexually, that little you is still right now broken. That little you needs you to go back in time and clear the distortion and the lies. And I can teach you exactly how to do that and how to heal yourself in literal seconds. And this is what they don't want us to know. You see, when you have an emotional trauma, it creates a little black hole in your body, a void, okay? When you have this void, it doesn't go away. It gets bigger and bigger. How do I know? Because I was one of those children that was sexually and physically abused, okay? As well as spiritually and religiously. And so I never knew how to close that hole, but what I learned how to do was seek external validation. Does this resonate with anyone? You become a people pleaser, right? Toxic people come into your life and you allow them to continue to treat you horribly because you don't feel like you deserve better. And then you seek love any way that you can get it because that hole is so big, you're just seeking love. Toxic relationships, right? Employers that you treat you badly, people treat you badly, and yet you're doing the best you can. So when you are walking around with emotional traumas, okay, emotional traumas unhealed, okay, your messenger is trying to tell you that there's something wrong here, right? You're 30, you're 40, you're 50, there's pain showing up. You guys, this pain could be from childhood trauma that was never processed. Sometimes as children, how many of you guys can't remember your childhood? It's blocked from your memory, right? How many of you guys know that you experienced something traumatic, but you have no memory? Okay, that was your body trying to protect you from those traumas. It's age 4. Wow, Susie. Susie, that actually makes sense that you have all of those symptoms. So if you have ever experienced those traumas, okay, your body protected you from those. Sometimes you can't remember, but now that you have the mental capacity at 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 to tell yourself the truth, your body's trying to bring those emotions up in pain. Remember, pain is just language. But what are we taught to do? We're taught to silence our truth. We're taught to push it down. We're taught to mask it with painkillers, with drugs, with alcohol, with binge eating. And so the messenger, when we silence her, she doesn't go away. She gets louder. Okay? She turns into chronic physical symptoms. And until you can heal at the root cause, you guys are just silencing the messenger, and she's not going to go away. Okay? She's here to help you. Pain is just communication. So if you have ever experienced emotional trauma, anywhere from the age of 0 to 25, you did not have the mental capacity to tell yourself the truth about those traumas. Now your body's trying to help you heal from those, but you've forgotten how because your truth has been silenced. You guys, I'm going to teach you exactly how at the end of this hour. And in my $27 intuitive testing system, it's the whole system, how to do this on your own. Okay? So let's go to the next key. Generational trauma. Somebody said generational trauma too. You guys, generational trauma has been proven through epigenetics. Scientists have proven that you can have things passed down generationally from your mom and your dad multiple generations back. Oh, wow, Ruth. And Ruth, that could be because there's some things that need to be cleared and healed. And your body will tell you exactly why in seconds. So you guys, as a child, right, I experienced emotional trauma, sexual trauma, physical trauma. Guess what I also had? I had parents who were doing the best they can, but they had their own generational traumas. My dad grew up very poor. His dad was an alcoholic because his dad came from war. His dad was taught to what? What are men taught to do in this society? They're definitely not taught to show their emotions, right? Men are taught if you are vulnerable, you are weak. And so we have men coming home from war with massive PTSD, right? They have nowhere to turn to, no one to talk to. They keep it all in, and that causes trauma. And then they turn to what? Sometimes drugs, sometimes alcohol, sometimes pornography, right? They're trying to escape what they can't process. And so my dad's father used alcohol to escape the pain, which turned him into a violent, abusive man. My dad, right, was just a broken little boy. He didn't get the love that he needed. So when he raised me the best he can, right? But I was physically abused because that's how he was taught to show respect, right? Then I have my mom. Beautiful young little girl, sexually abused when she was a little girl. Okay? Her mother was also sexually abused by her own stepdad. And her mother, which was my great-grandmother, right, told my grandma, because my grandma told her what happened. She said, "This is what stepdad did to me." And she smacked her across the face and said, "You will not lie." Can you imagine being a little child, and maybe some of you can because you've experienced this, telling the one person that you love and should protect you that you're lying? So as a little girl, you guys, I was sexually abused, not because my mom and my grandma were, but because there were imprints, there were limiting beliefs, there were things that, right, we passed down. And so I, as a child now, was walking in the same footsteps as my mom and my dad. Oh, 100%, Ruth. 100%. So you guys, I was walking down the same path. How many of you guys know that you have toxic family, that you have generational patterns that you are seeing repeating? Okay? There is a systemic generational issue here. You can see it with your own eyes, right? You can see all the single mothers, you can see the alcoholics, you can see addicts, you can see there's patterns. I was walking in the same pattern as my family. Luckily, right? Luckily, I learned this system that I'm teaching and I was able to break free. But I'm going to show you through my own personal stories how these keys work. So that is generational trauma. You could literally be dealing with chronic pain right now. 10-10 pain, money blocks, relationship problems, and they all stem from generational trauma. Yay, Susie Q. You guys, there is generational traumas happening every day, but I bet you if you go to the doctors, right, and they do lab work, they're not going to be able to say, oh, you have emotional trauma, you have generational trauma, because most of the things that you guys are dealing with is spiritual. It's not physical. So let's go to the next key. Okay, key number 1, your body speaks to you through pain. Pain is the secret messenger of the body. We have to listen to our body. We have to remember. We have to stop seeking external validation. Okay, key number 2, it could be physical. If it is, it's going to be a parasite, a toxin, or a nutrient deficiency. Your body knows how to heal itself. But when there's too many parasites or too many toxins or too many nutrient deficiencies, your body starts to shut down. Your body will tell you exactly what it needs to heal itself. You have that gift. Okay, key number 3, emotional trauma. Okay, emotional trauma also is belief systems, right? Because those traumas create belief systems. I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. I'm unworthy. I'm unlovable. I'm not smart enough. Okay, next key, generational trauma. This has been proven through epigenetics. Okay, what is this? This is the advanced intuitive system, the complete system for you to be able to get to the root cause of any symptoms in literal seconds. Okay, in literal seconds, you can know exactly what is wrong with you. How do I know this? Because I do this with hundreds of people. I've done it with thousands of people across the world. People think I'm psychic. People think I'm a medium. Like, how did you know that? How did you know that? Well, because just like any psychic or medium or healer, they have learned to tap into their intuition, ask and receive. And so all I'm doing is I'm teaching you how to do that for yourself. So if you want to be a psychic for yourself, a medium for yourself, a healer for yourself, you can. You have just forgotten how to ask and receive, and the keys just unlock your truth. The keys help you to unlock your truth in literal seconds. Okay, so we're going through the keys. Next key, absorbed energy. Thank you, baby boy. Absorbed energy. You guys, this complete system that I'm teaching is available for $27. Okay, on February 1st, it will go to $47. But it is still the most powerful system you can invest in. It is the most powerful system that nobody teaches unless you pay thousands of dollars to learn this system. And I've been certified in a lot of things. I spent the last decade in certifications, only to remember that you have the answers, that you have forgotten how to listen and ask and receive. It literally takes seconds, you guys. But don't believe me, watch tonight. And in about 25 minutes, right, I'm going to use this system on people who have 10-10 pain, and you are literally going to see them go to a 0 in minutes. Okay, so next key, okay? If you guys want to get the keys for free, I give you the keys for free in my free guide. So make sure you're following me, get the free guide. So the next key, absorbed energy. Where are my empaths in here? Where are my empaths? Yeah, make sure you guys follow me. Don't lose me. All the information I give you, nobody even just gives the keys. Melly. So where are my empaths? China, Seaflow, Susie Q, migraines. Ooh, yeah. Stick around because I'm gonna teach you about migraines. Leanna, hey Queen, Audra, here unfortunately. Yep, Lisa. Yeah, because we all know what about empaths. What do we know about empaths? most empaths are people who can pick up on energy really quickly, right? Like in a second. Because as children, we experienced trauma. We had to be totally aware of our surroundings. We had to know in a second if we were going to be safe or not. Yeah. And Lulu, we absorb all energy. But here's the thing. It is a gift to be able to discern energy, but what we have to stop doing is absorbing people's energy. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to teach you guys, this is why I have the absorbed key in my system. Because a lot of you guys are dealing with chronic pain right now. Like you could literally be dealing with a headache or back pain or neck pain, and all it is an absorbed energy that's attached to your body that's not even yours. So it looks like this. I have chest pain, right? You guys, I got off a live one time, I had chest pain. Oh my goodness, what is this chest pain? Is it physical? No. Is it emotional? Nope. Generational? Nope. Is it absorbed? Yes. Okay, what does that mean? It means this is not mine. So what do? I send it back to sender. Okay? The trash was getting taken out. That's what that sound was. So when I release the absorbed energy that is not mine, pain literally goes away in seconds. Seconds. And so I have literally helped people on these lives who had a 10-10 chronic pain for years. And all we did was clear an absorbed energy and their pain was completely gone. It is not magic, it is truth. Crazy, huh? 10-10 intractable pain. Yeah, you guys, if you have migraines, you want to stick around because I'm going to get to the spiritual key and I'm going to tell you a personal story about that. Goodness. Trash cans rolling by. So absorbed energy. So I'm going to tell you a story. So stick with me, you guys. Make sure you get these keys and learn this information. If you've been sick for a year now with no answers, C-Flow, you need to get this system because you'll know exactly why. And it could be one of these keys that I'm teaching you. So you guys, the next key is, well, first absorbed key. So you guys, my son, right, a month ago, went into the living room and he just threw up out of nowhere. Now remember that I told you that we have a generationally sick system. We have a system that has taught us to silence our truth, right? I am a mother. I started doing the same thing that my parents did for me. Every time a kid was sick, I would run to the kitchen cabinet and grab Tylenol or ibuprofen or Pepto-Bismol, okay? But not anymore. Luckily, with my 4-year-old, I've learned. So my 4-year-old just threw up. I ask why he threw up. What is wrong? Is it physical? I gotta know. Is it generational? I gotta know, okay? Is it emotional? I gotta know. Is it absorbed energy? I got a yes. So my 4-year-old threw up absorbed energy, which made sense to me because me and my husband had just gotten in an argument that morning. And then my sweet little sunshine baby came in. He absorbed that energy. You guys, his body knew exactly what to do. He went into the living room and he purged it out. Guess who was fine all day? My son. No symptoms. So you guys, when we are children, we are taught to silence our truth. Even though as children, we know exactly how to heal ourselves, right? When children are upset, they cry. When they're tired, they'll literally fall asleep anywhere, on the floor, on the couch, right? When children have to go to the bathroom, they go to the bathroom, okay? When you hurt a child's feelings, they express, they communicate, you hurt my feelings and that wasn't okay. So you guys, we absorb energy and our body is trying to release that, but we keep silencing it by taking painkillers or ignoring it. And then our pain gets so chronic that we're forced to deal with it. But then we go to the doctors and we tell the doctors, and the doctors do labs. But the labs aren't going to tell you that you have generational trauma. Labs are not going to tell you that you have sexual or physical trauma. Labs are not going to tell you that you have absorbed energy, right? So you guys, this is why you need to learn this system. What is this system? It is first reminding you that you have a gift of intuition, that never lies. It always tells the truth with a 99.9% accuracy. When you remember how to use your body to test, to ask questions, you can unlock literally anything. Literally, you can know anything in seconds. I do this every single day with people. No, I'm not a psychic. No, I'm not a medium. But I can get answers in literal seconds. Why? Why can any psychic or medium or healer do this too? Because they have remembered how to ask and receive answers. Hey, Colleen. So you guys have this gift too. The keys, you guys, the keys are just pathways to get to the root in seconds. So when you have pain, you can ask your body, what is it? Is my pain something physical, generational, emotional, absorbed? Yes or no? So you guys, we have 2 more keys. Does this make sense? It is so easy. If every single person in the world today watched this live and got this information and remembered their truth, you guys, we would literally destroy the matrix overnight. If you want to know exactly how to do this, Genesis, my system is linked in my bio, okay? It is the complete advanced intuitive testing system. It is exactly how to test, exactly how to get your yes and no. I have all the charts for all the keys. Powerful. Sorry, I got to block the bot. So next key. I haven't done the list, Miss Me, yet. I haven't done the list yet. We're going to do the list in about 10 minutes. So you guys, the next key is the spiritual key. If you haven't gotten a pen and paper and written these keys down, that's okay. In my free guide, I list all the keys. So if you want to get my free guide, you guys go click on my profile picture twice. Make sure you follow me, and then I have a link in my profile. So you can have access to the system and you can have access to my free guide. Yeah. Down but not out, definitely could have generational trauma there, right? Not only that generational trauma, but emotional trauma, being that little, okay? So you guys, we're going to go to the next key. The next key is the spiritual key, okay? The spiritual key is so important to me because whether you believe it or not, we are literally dealing with a spiritual warfare. This is a spiritual battle. And what you see in the movies, they want you to, it seems so crazy that they're like, well, that's not real. It doesn't exist. But I'm here to tell you that demonic entities are real. Okay? All these things that you're hearing on the news about, okay, it's real. How do I know it's real? Because when I was a child, I witnessed demonic entities with my own eyes. I was silenced as a child. I was terrorized. I had sleep paralysis. I had night terrors. I understand why I witnessed those things as a child, but as a child, I had no clue. I was absolutely freaking terrified. And when I would wake up and I would scream and my mouth would be bound shut, or when I would wake up and I would see tall shadow figures that would shapeshift and morph into different forms, okay, as a child, I always knew they existed. Now, as a child, like most children, we don't, unless we're taught, know how to cast those things out. Right? We don't realize how powerful we are. And it wasn't until I was in my 30s that I had an experience with this spiritual key. All it shows is your Zoom times. You got the... Oh, that's weird. Did you buy the Spiritual Mastery course or did you buy the Advanced Intuitive Testing System? Colleen, let me know, because that's weird. So you guys, when I was 21 years old, some of you guys have mentioned that you have been dealing with migraines, headaches. Oh, you got the free guide last night. And it just sent you a Zoom link? That's weird. I'll have to check that out. So you guys, when I was 21, I started getting migraines. I didn't know they were migraines. I thought I was dying of a tumor. They were so bad that I went to a doctor. So we're talking about the spiritual key right now. I went to the doctors. The doctors did a whole bunch of labs, a bunch of tests. They referred me to a specialist. A specialist did a bunch of labs. They did a bunch of tests. Okay, the specialist came back and said, oh, you're just dealing with migraines, like they were normal. Okay, I literally thought I was going to die. So they put me on a prescription called Imitrex, okay, to stop the migraines. Look at the side effects of Imitrex. You guys, most of these medications should not be on the market. So here I am. Geez, Susie Q. You guys, here I am, 21 years old, massive migraines. You guys, this was my messenger screaming at me that there was something wrong. Limited don't even work. Oh, yeah, it didn't work. I mean, it worked, but... So you guys, I was on this medication for 10 years. 10 years I was silencing my truth. Who is your messenger? It's your higher self. So I'm 32, okay, going on 11 years. I'm 32 years old. I couldn't get to my medication. I forgot to pack it. I knew that I was in for it. I knew that I was going to get a migraine. So I reached out to one of my mentors who did Reiki, energy work. How do you deal with just understanding all of this? So you get my whole advanced intuitive testing system. It goes through everything in detail, okay? I reached out to my friend and I said, I'm in desperation, because you guys know, anyone who is on has chronic pain and is on medication, you know what it feels like if you don't have your medication. You literally feel like you're going to die. So I reached out to my friend. I said, if you can't help me, I'm going to have to go to the emergency room, because it was going to start soon. So she hangs up, she calls me back, and she said, Heather, she said, you are being attacked by legions of entities. And the second that she told me that, I knew she was right. I got that chill up my spine, right? When people speak truth, you feel it in your soul. So I went into the bathroom. I tried to cast out, but my mouth was bound shut again. And so I pleaded in my mind like I had never pleaded before. And I just prayed and asked that those would be cast out. You guys, for the first time in over a decade, I did not get a migraine. And that is why I teach the spiritual key, because right now you could be dealing with chronic migraines, chronic pain, and it's literally demonic entities. And nobody wants to talk about it because they don't want you to know that they're there. And a lot of these entities are attached because of your childhood trauma. They're attached to the frequency of I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, I'm unworthy, I'm broken. And so you see people casting these things out and they just come right back. Why? Because you have to heal at the root. You have to clear where is the trauma stored in your body. And you guys, this is exactly what I teach you in my system. Okay? But here's the thing. You don't need my system to be able to test, right? My system just gives you all the charts and all the things. So, because a lot of people have forgotten how to ask. So I have all the charts so you can get to the root quicker. Yeah, I literally had migraines almost every single day. It was insane. So, spiritual key, you guys, it's real. Now, how many of you guys, on the positive note, have been dealing with massive fatigue, ringing in the ears, exhaustion like you cannot even explain? Yes, queen. If you don't heal, the body does keep the score. Yeah. Yep. Look at all these people. Massive, you guys. There's massive ascension happening right now, right? The earth is shifting, the Schumann resonance. The earth is literally shifting. We are ascending. So you guys, there's two parts to the spiritual key, okay? The second part is you could be going through a spiritual awakening or ascension. That means that your body is integrating at a higher vibrational frequency and it needs integration time, okay? Awakening and integration mimics symptoms of pain, fatigue, ringing in the ears, right? Your bodies are just trying to catch up to the higher vibrational frequency. What about goosebumps? If you get goosebumps, that's usually truth, right? It's usually truth, intuition. So if you've been dealing with ringing in the ears and massive fatigue, you can test, is my body integrating, right? And if it is, then give yourself some grace. Go hug a tree. Go put your feet in the dirt. Drink more fresh, clean water. Okay, help your body in the ascension process. Make sense? Oh yeah. Yeah. Spiritual awakenings can happen after massive traumas, right? Like car accidents, if you dabble in plant medicine, okay? So in my spiritual mastery course, we talk about these things. So you guys, we're going to go to the next key. We're going to go to the very last key. You guys, how many of you guys are so excited to learn this system so that you can test if you're being attacked by demonic entities or spiritual warfare? It is the coolest, most amazing thing that you can do. What is 20 dreams a day? I would say that's your spiritual gift that doesn't have boundaries. Yeah. You guys, it is so powerful. When you get this system and you learn it and you start helping other people, people are going to ask you if you're psychic, if you're a medium, right? When you start doing this for yourself and you start healing yourself in literal seconds, you're going to be so upset that you've been lied to for your entire life about the truth about your gift. So you guys, the next gift, well, I guess it's a gift. It's the next key. So you guys, the next key is so powerful, but not a lot of people are ready for it, okay? Not a lot of people are ready for this truth. It's the past life key. Past life key. So you guys, I experienced massive chronic chest pain again. I kept asking, well, I knew I had the keys, right? I didn't have this key, but I knew how to talk to my body. My pain was going on about 3 weeks, so I had gone to the doctor. The doctor said it was just a virus. If doctors don't know, it's just a virus, right? I had massive chest pain. Finally, I asked my body, what is this chest pain? And my body told me, okay? My body said it is not from this lifetime. My body said it is not from this lifetime. So I'm very hard-headed, and I didn't know what that meant either, so I just kind of ignored it. And 3 days later, I'm going on 4 weeks of chronic you guys, I can't breathe. It is so bad. So I asked my body again, what is this chest pain? And my body tells me it's not from this lifetime. Yes, anxiety can be a part of ascension. So guess what I did? I did a past life regression meditation. I found myself in a vision. In this vision, I saw myself as a redheaded woman. I was bawling my eyes out. I knew that I had some type of wealth we were in a castle, but I knew that I was being treated worse than the dog. I had no friends. I was being used to bring in male heirs, and I was treated like absolute garbage. And I was bawling my eyes out, sitting at a little vanity all by myself, just crying. And so when I woke up from that vision, you guys, my chest was still on fire. I didn't understand what I just witnessed. So I reached out to my friend, again, who does energy work. She did a session. I didn't tell her anything. I just said, hey, I need a session. I'm having massive pain, chest pain. So during this session, and the reason why I reached out to her too is because she came from the same religious upbringing. So, and I wasn't sure if she believed in it either, because we're taught that it's not real. But anyways, about 5 minutes into the session, I got brave and I asked her, I said, hey, do you believe in multiple lives? Because I think I do. And she's like, oh, yeah, absolutely. She's like, I see a little redheaded girl running through the fields. Why is it your responsibility to fix someone else did to you? I don't know what you mean by that. So you guys, in that moment that she said that, my entire body lit up. It was like a lightning bolt of truth, because she saw me. She saw what I saw, that redheaded woman, but she saw a redheaded little girl. And she went to go tell me a bunch of other things too. But you guys, after that, my chest pain was completely gone. My entire chest pain that I had been dealing with for going on 4 weeks was gone. So I have since worked with hundreds of people, and we have cleared hundreds of past life, whether that's karma, whether that's the persecutions cross. So you could be watching this right now, dealing with pain, and it's trying to clear from another lifetime. Crazy. Powerful. I love dreams. I use ChatGPT to decipher my dreams. So you guys, I know that these keys are real. I know that these keys will totally transform your life. I know that if you dive into this system, you will break out of the matrix so quickly. And for the first time, if you don't know this information yet, for the first time, you will never, ever, ever have to rely on external validation to tell you the truth. You will know exactly what's wrong with you, the root cause of any chronic disease, any symptom that you're dealing with, whether that's with money or whether that's with health. Literally. That is your gift. When you came to this earth, you were given dominion over your body. You were given every key and tool that you needed to be able to heal yourself. But there has been generational systemic silencing, and you have been taught to silence your truth. And the truth is that your body speaks to you, and that if you can just learn to decipher the language, you will know exactly what your body's trying to tell you. Don't take my word for it. Go watch the hundreds of hours of YouTube videos of me doing this, and watch after time after time after time, people go from a 10-10 pain to a 0 pain in seconds. Watch after time after time after time. I intuitively test exactly what's wrong, and we get to the root cause in seconds. And it's not because I'm a psychic. It's not because I'm your savior. It's not because I'm better than you. It's because I remembered. And you guys, that is why I'm teaching you these things, is to help you remember. Because the second you learn this information, I promise you, you will be free. So make sure the guide is the whole system is $27. It is incredible, but don't take my word for it again. On February 1st, it will go up to $47. This system, you're going to start seeing this system everywhere, because people's lives are changing. People are sick and tired of relying on other people to tell them, to gaslight them, to silence them. Okay? All right, so we are ready to do one-on-ones. Is Youngblood here? So you guys, these one-on-ones that I'm doing, what if you can't get a yes or no? You can. And Leanna, I teach you the exact system that I learned in Germany. Imagine that. Right? The system that I teach you is the same exact way to get a yes or a no that I learned in Germany. And it is so easy how to get your yes and your no that my kids can do it. My husband can do that. Did they wipe our remembrance? No, they generationally silenced our truth. Okay? This is a systemic system that is made to make us forget. As children, you remembered. You knew exactly how to do all the healing, right? But then what happened? Your parents told you to shut up, be quiet, listen to me, I'm the boss. Don't you dare cry. Then the school system said, shut up, listen to me, I'm the teacher. You will go to the bathroom when I tell you you can go to the bathroom. Then you go into systems like religious systems, okay? Work systems, again, you're silenced. So this is a programming, right? This is a programming that we have to break free from. The hardest thing that I have, the hardest thing I get from people is trusting their own intuition. But I teach you exactly how to get your yes and your no. Okay, when you get your yes and your no and you start practicing this technique I teach you in my system, you're going to start recognizing, you're going to start remembering how your intuition speaks to you. And before you even intuitively test yes or no, you're going to get a certain feeling. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, every time I get a yes, my body feels this way. I see this, I feel this, I hear this, I smell this. Every time you get a no, you're going to get a very different sensation, but it's going to be the same every time. And that is how you remember. So as I do this, you guys, I already feel the yes in my body before I test with my physical body, right? It's an internal knowing. Thank you, Nikki. So this is what this system does. That is why it's called the truth code, because it cannot lie. Your intuition discernment cannot lie. It has to test with a 99.9% accuracy. It cannot lie. This is our gift. It can't. Doctors and scientists have proven this. I get goosebumps for positive and a burp for negative. Yeah, people do that. Lots of people burp for negatives. It's a physical reaction. Every single person can learn this. It is the easiest system. Okay. So, if you would like me to tap in, I'm not healing anyone on this. Yeah, lots of people get burps. That's so funny. When I started working with people that would burp and they'd be so embarrassed. I'm like, why are you embarrassed? That's just your body purging or speaking to you. So if you would like me to test for you, this is what I need you to do. And it has to be in this order. I give you permission. I have 10-10 pain, and give me one area so that we can do other people. Okay? So I give you permission. I have this pain in this area, and it's this pain. Okay, so 3 things. So you have to list those 3 things. And you guys, don't forget to follow me, and don't forget to get the system if you feel called to learn this system. All right, Leanna. I give you permission. I have very bad anxiety. And then Haley. So Leanna, anxiety. And then we have Haley. And for all of you guys who are wanting me to tap in, you need to be following me, of course, so you don't lose me, right? Welcome to the family. 9-10 lower back. And then you guys, I want you to at least get my free guide or invest in this system, because I don't want you to keep in this cycle. Remember this generational sick pattern of seeking validation and healing from everybody else. You can do what I can do. So I want you to learn how to do it. Sweetie, 10 pain headache. How are we doing on time? And then Gina, 7-10 knee. Okay. All right, so you guys, do you want to know the fastest way to heal any pain in literal seconds? So remember I told you I've been certified. I've been doing this for over a decade. Okay? I have been certified, and so many people have these huge elaborate ways how to process trauma. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to stand on your toes and pinch your nose, and no. Unconditional love and breath. Hey Yvonne, I miss you, love. You guys, Miss Yvonne, Far Beyond 3D, is in my Spiritual Mastery course, and she is the most incredible, powerful woman. I love her to pieces. If you want to join my spiritual mastery course or be a part of this community with the most powerful women, that's where you need to be. Does that mean no support when it's back pain? Lady D, what do you mean? If it's back pain, it could be multiple things. Okay, so when we tap in, you guys, I am not doing any healing. I do not diagnose, treat, or heal. You do. All I'm doing is holding sacred space. You are going to do the clearing. Oh yeah, Susie Q. Okay. Leanna, are you still here? Are you ready? So you guys, this is what we're going to do. When I tap in for Leanna, I'm going to ask which key. There could be multiple keys. Okay, she has anxiety. What's the first key? Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Oh, Yvonne. What did I say? My goodness. Let me know how that goes. Is Leanna here? So you guys, this is who I have on my list, just so you know, because I'm going to end at 9:30. Okay, love you, babe. And I'm secretly, selfishly glad that you're still here. Okay, Yvonne, is Haley here? Oh, she's there. Okay, so Leanne. All right, I'm going to pin you, Queen. So the first key, physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. So generational trauma from your dad. Does she need to know more? Yes. Okay, what's the emotion? So you guys, in my $27 system, you guys, it's digital. You can open it up your phone and have access to it right away. The only thing I recommend you printing are the charts. Okay, so that you have the charts, and as you're testing yes or no, you can just go right to what you need. So a lot of times we need to know the emotion, right? We need to clear that so that you don't get interference. Okay, what's the emotion? Front page, back page, 50 to 60, 62, 3. Love unreceived, Leanne. Love unreceived. Generationally from your dad's side, right? Scientists have proven that we can absorb traumas generationally, multiple generations back. Do we need to know how many generations back? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lifetimes. Lifetimes of this, Leanne. So this is what Leanne's going to do. So Leanne, with me, breathing in unconditional love, breathing out the anxiety, okay? Breathing in unconditional love, breathing out the anxiety. I command this generational trauma that has been passed down through my dad's line of love unreceived to leave my body now. And I fill this space with unconditional love. Okay, I want you to imagine your whole body being filled with love. And you're going to clear that in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. Yes. You're going to repeat what I say. And if you need to add anything else, there's no right or wrong way to do this, okay? This is just the fastest way I've seen. So this has been cleared 100%. Okay, good job, Leanne. Now we're going to ask, is there another key? Okay, physical, emotional, spiritual, generation, past life. Past life. So we've already talked about you can have physical pain, anxiety, right? Anything from a past life. Or it could be caused from that. So it's a past life. Okay. Oh, I knew it. Persecutions cross. I think I'm going to do a YouTube video on how to release the persecutions cross because it is quite the process. But that way more people can do it and hold sacred space. So, yeah, Kia. I love you, babe. I'm so glad you're on here. So, Leanna, the persecutions cross. You guys, the persecutions cross is for those who were silenced in multiple lifetimes. Okay, that means you could have been a witch that was hung or burned at the stake. You were murdered, you were assassinated for things that you have done for speaking truth. You have come to this lifetime, you volunteered again to come to this life to experience traumas and trials intentionally to prepare you, right? so that you could alchemize the darkness into unconditional love so that you can be a light for other people. So, Leanna, you are here to be a light queen. You are here to be a spiritual leader. You volunteered to come and experience those things. So this persecution's cross, we need to clear it. But when you clear it, I tell people this. Imagine, she's like, I knew it. I want you to, while we're doing this clearing, see all of your energy, all of your soul from all timelines, all dimensions and space coming back to you in this timeline. All the times you were silenced, all the times you were, hurt. Those things that tried to break you were actually what is giving you your power. And so we say it's like the phoenix rising through the ashes. So you're going to see all of those traumas, just all of that energy coming back to you. And you're going to become this beautiful phoenix through the fire. You're going to become this fire of light. And then you're going to see yourself stepping into your purpose. What does this mean? This means that you are proclaiming that I will be fully seen, that I will no longer silence my truth for anybody, and that I promise to be a light for other people. Okay? So, Leanna, close your eyes and just take a couple deep breaths. I command this persecution's cross to leave my body. In all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space, I call all of my energy back to me. I call all of the fragments of my soul to come back to me. And I just want you to feel all of this energy, this power in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. Breathing in unconditional love. I command all these spaces to be filled with unconditional love. Breathing in unconditional love, breathing out the anxiety. Okay, seeing yourself as this phoenix coming through the ashes. Seeing yourself stepping into your rightful claim of being a light. You guys, people who volunteered, we do not think that we are better than you. We love our brothers and sisters so much that we chose to go through the darkness so that we can help other people. So when I'm doing this, it's not because she's stepping into her power and she's better. It's because she went through the darkness, right? And now she's going to be a light for other people who are going through the darkness. You guys, I do not teach these keys as someone who's had a silver spoon put in their mouth. I lived through the traumas. Every single leader we have today, why do we admire them? Because they did what nobody else would do or were willing to do, right? Jesus sacrificed his life. That's why we worship him. That's why we appreciate him. So when I teach these keys, it's not because I had a perfect life. It's because I've had one of the most traumatizing lives, but I'm so grateful because now I can look at my sisters who have lost children. I can look at my sisters who've gone through traumas, and I can empathize with them, and I can tell them that they're going to be okay, and that I am a living example that you can go through horrific traumas and you're still beautiful. You're not broken. You are so unconditionally loved and pure and worthy. So that's what these keys do. TikTok 260, it's because you have some childhood trauma you need to clear. Okay? Because there's something inside of you that feels that way. You got to remove the distortion and the lies. So does Leanna need another key? Nope. How's your anxiety, queen? So if you guys want this system, it is the #1 advanced intuitive testing system ever. If you can find something better, please let me know. But it is everything that you need to know to take your power back. Yay, Leanna's feeling lighter. Hurrah. Thank you, Kia, for putting that. All right. So you guys, we just proved that this works, right? What system? It is the Advanced Intuitive Testing System. I'm not sure what the conversion is in euros, but Stan Store will let you know. So you guys, this system teaches you exactly how to get your yes and no. It teaches you exactly how to know if it's physical, what parasite, toxin, or nutrient deficiency. If it's a past life, I have charts so that you know what it is. If it's emotional, I have a chart so you know which emotion. Okay, if it's spiritual, there are a lot of spiritual things it could be. If it's a past life, what? It is linked in my bio. Thank you. Okay, if you have a hard time with TikTok, you can go to heatherashleyjones.com and you can get it there too. But if you just click my picture twice, it's linked there. So right now, the system is only $27, the entire system. You guys, everything you need to know to take back your power and transform your life. How do I use the numbers on the charts? So Tangi, that is what I teach you. So I teach you how to get your yes and your no. So when I'm using the charts, I'll test, is it the front page, back page, yes or no? Is it 10 through 20, yes or no? 20 through 30, yes or no? And then I kind of count up or down. It is a digital download. It is a digital download. You can print it into a book like I did, okay? What I recommend you doing is just printing off the charts, laminating the charts, because as you can see, but it also comes with video instructions, so on how to do the things, so it's incredible. But don't take my word for it, you guys. Okay, Haley, are you ready?
Can you send me screenshots? Because I've not seen any of this.
Where's the example? What example are you talking about?
I just said you guys were hurting my feelings.
Okay, Haley's here. All right. So Haley, I have permission. Yes, she has 9-10 back pain. There isn't an example, so I'm giving you the example right now on how to do it. If that's what you mean. So here's an example, okay? This is one of my charts. Okay? I teach you how to intuitive test so that you know exactly which one it is. All right, so Haley has 9-10 back pain. We're going to ask which key, physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, trapped in your back. Do we need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page, back page. Okay. 50 through 60, 61, 62, worthless. Worthless. So you have generational trauma passed down from your dad. Do we need to know how many generations back? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations back. Who gave it to you? So I spent the last decade certifying in several holistic modalities, and I created this system because I was sick and tired of these things being, you could only get them through paywalls of thousands of dollars. Okay, it was a remembering. You already know, right? You already know, Deepwater, how to do this. You just have to remember. And so this system teaches you how to remember and how to ask intuitive questions. So Haley, this is what you're going to do. You're going to hold your back. You're going to breathe in unconditional love. And you're going to command this generational trauma that's stored in your back to leave your body now. Breathing in unconditional love. Breathing out the pain. Okay? Does she have another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Persecutions, cross, karma, imprint. I don't have my chart, or else I would tell. So, past life, back pain. Is it an imprint? No. Is it karma? No. Is it the way she died? Okay. So the way you died, there is pain trapped there. Does she need to know more? Yes. Did it cause an emotion that we need to clear? Yes. Okay. Front page, back page, 50 through 60, 61, 62, 3, 4, 5, 66. So low self-esteem is the emotion from this past life. So we're going to command this past life, okay, this emotion of somehow you got hurt and it caused this low self-esteem. I command this past life emotion that's trapped in my back, this low self-esteem. to leave my body now in all timelines, dimensions, and space. And I fill this space with unconditional love. Breathing in, unconditional love, breathing out the pain. Does she have another key for her back? No. Will her back pain get to a 0? Yes. So Haley, I got it that your back pain will go to a 0 tonight. So let us know if that's shifting. Let us know if that pain's already shifting. Ooh, Audra. Audra says, every time you ask the question, I yawn big with tears. That you're just moving energy. Good, Haley. So Haley, when you start moving down, I want you to let us know in numbers when you get to a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, a 0. Let us know when you get to a 0 so we can mass heart you. Leanna, how are you feeling? Okay, sweetie, you're up. See how quickly Haley's already starting to feel better. You guys, this, you can get to the root cause of your pain in literal seconds. And it's not just pain. You guys, when I use these keys to see why I had money blocks, the second I cleared the emotional key of fear of being seen, I did $20,000 in 2 weeks. Yay, Leanna. So your body will tell you why the money's not coming in. Your body will tell you why you keep attracting toxic relationships. Your body will tell you why you have chronic pain. Good job, Leanna. Okay, is Sweetie here? I have Sweetie, Gina, and then Lady. Is Haley my partner in crime? I have no idea who Haley or Leanna are. I've never met them in my life. I've never met any of these people in my life. And I will tell you if I have, because I will call them out, because most likely I've tested them. But I know, Deepwater, I know it's so hard to trust because we have been lied to for so long, right? Like, I totally get that. That's why you need to learn how. Get my free guide, Deepwater, and start practicing so that you can know for a shadow of a doubt discernment. You shall know them by their fruits, okay? I do not speak anything but truth. Everything I speak, there is 0 distortion and 0 lies. I have consecrated myself to only speak truth. Practice what I'm teaching. All right, sweetie. She has a headache, 10-10 headache. Okay, do I have permission? Yes. So you guys, I teach you how to do this on other people. It's in my system. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational is the first key. Generational. A dad. I feel like a lot of the generational stuff passes down through the male's line. It's not as often the female line because we carry the crimson codes, which I talk about in my book. We carry our own healing blueprint. So a lot of the generational traumas are passed down through the male's line because they don't carry the blueprint. We do. That's why when a man and when woman becomes one flesh, we have the medicine to heal them. If you want to learn more, you guys, I have a $10 book in my guide as well, or in the link in my bio. Okay, generational trauma, front page, back page, front page. I am Heather, this is truth. Front page, there we go. 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Humiliation. Humiliation. Sweetie, this headache that you're feeling, this 10-10 pain, it's your body trying to tell you that there's some generational trauma being passed down from your dad. Hey, Elisa, I did write a couple people down on my list, and then I'm just going to go till 9:30, so I'm going to do as many as I can till then. So make sure you follow me, Eliza, and if we go on another live, you can be like, I was on your last live. So, sweetie, you ready? I command this generational trauma that's been passed down, this humiliation, to be cleared now. In all timelines, in all generations, in all space, and I fill this space with unconditional love. Breathing in unconditional love, breathing out the pain. Witnessing that being healed. Does she need another key for her headache? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Persecutions, cross karma. Okay, past life karma. It's interesting. A lot of people, there's always a pattern. Tonight, it's generational and past life. Karma. What type of karma is this? Do we need to know? No. So there's something karmically clearing and it's causing you a headache. So we don't need to know more so you can clear it. I command this past life karma that's trying to be cleared from my body. I command it to leave now. And I fill that space with unconditional love in all timelines, dimensions, and space. Continuing to breathe. Has that been cleared? Yes. Good job, sweetie. Does she need another key? Yes. Right? There could be multiple keys until the body said there are no more keys. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. Absorbed. Does she have more than one? Okay. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page, back page. You guys, once you buy the system, come into my lives and practice with me. If you guys learn this system, it's only $27. Okay. When you learn this system, come into these lives and practice. Right? Like a lot of people in my spiritual mastery course, right? They'll come in, they'll do testing too. They'll test too. You can test with us. 50 through 60, 60 through 70, 61 through 2, 3, 4, 5. Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. This is an absorbed energy. Somebody else's low self-esteem, but it is trapped in your body, causing you a headache. Yay, Haley. Haley, pain has dramatically went down. Thank you so much. Yes, queen. Let us know in a number. Is it a 1, a 2, a 3? People know numbers. Okay, are you ready to clear this absorbed energy? So I command this absorbed energy that's causing me a headache, sweetie, to be cleared now. And I fill that space with unconditional love. Haley! You guys, Haley went from a 9:10 to a 2 in literal minutes. No, I do not know Haley. You guys, I do not have time to play games. I'm sorry, but I do not have time to call random people and to pull them up on here to do healings. Okay, whoever has time to do that, like, you would know that I'm a liar. Like, I do not waste my time with that. So I had to block that person because, you guys, I am not here to do anything but to speak truth. And I give you so much information just in my free guide alone that if all you did was watch this live, follow me, and get my free guide, you would literally be able to transform your life. By their fruits, you shall know them. By their fruits, you shall know them. Thank you, Susie Q. But I'm not here to prove anything. I'm here to help my brothers and sisters. I am here to help my brothers and sisters because I know what it feels like to want to exit this earth because I have so much pain, because I have been abused, and because I did not know how to love myself. Because all I was taught was to silence my truth, and all I was taught was to seek external validation. I was taught to seek love in all the wrong places, and all it did was make that hole bigger and bigger and bigger. And I attracted assholes. I attracted people who treated me poorly. I allowed people to walk all over me. And when I see that happening to my brothers and sisters, when I see that happening to you, it makes me want to cry, and it makes me want to put my arms around you and tell you that you do not have to live this way. That all you have to do is remember who you are. And the second you remember who you are, you guys, the second you remember that you are a freaking queen, that you have already won, okay? You chose to come here to experience the darkness so that you could be a light. If you could just remember that, like, I promise you, your life will be so much better, right? I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Truly. I truly, genuinely love people. And I can tell most people on here are the same as me. Like, you want to help as many people as you can, but you can only bring a horse to water. All right, sweetie. Does sweetie need another key? Nope. Aw, love you, Audra. Alyssa, yes, queen. I see you, love. You guys, whatever you can do to invest in yourself, this $27 investment will be the best investment you have ever made in your entire life. But you have to promise me that when you invest and you get it, you don't give up because you doubt yourself. Yes. So if you want my spiritual mastery course, that is available as well. But the intuitive testing system is $27. The spiritual mastery course, that is for people who know you are meant to lead. Jenny, I'm so excited. Yes. All right, sweetie, how you feeling? How is sweetie feeling? That's why I like it when my sweet Shelby's here. Kia's here too. But you guys, she picks the people. I don't even pick the people. She just picks, and then, yeah. How you feeling, sweetie? Okay, it's dropping to an 8. Okay, good job. So I want you to just keep breathing in, and I'm going to test if there's another key. Okay, there is. So just keep breathing in unconditional love. The spiritual mastery course is $397. I do have it broken down into monthly payments if you need, but it is going to go up to $497 next month. Right now, it's $37 a month. So I think it'll go up to $47 a month next month. Physical, emotional, spiritual. Okay. I would love to have you in Atlanta. You guys do whatever you can to get the system and get into my course. Physical, emotional, spiritual. I think I already said that. Sweetie, spiritual, unclean spirit, demonic, deceiver. You gotta love those deceiver entities. Yep, you can go at your own pace. Yes, huh, Carrie? Because it's a lot of information. Powerful foundational information. When did this deceiver attach to sweetie? 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 5, 6. At age 7, sweetie. What is the emotion? So at age 7, you had low self-esteem. Something happened to you at age 7 that caused you to have low self-esteem. This is where the entities attach. So whenever you have an emotion, you guys, an emotion literally is energy, and it creates a frequency. So if you were a child and experienced trauma and you didn't heal it, you're literally emitting frequencies that these lower vibrational entities can see. And then they anchor onto that frequency. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Mama Saurus. So, sweetie, we need to heal that frequency so that when we clear this deceiver, are there more than one? Yes. These legions of deceiver entities from your neck, your head, they can never find you again because you're going to clear that coherence. Yes, Cassandra. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Queen. So, sweetie, I want you to see your 7-year-old self. Close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and I want you to see your 7-year-old self. She's feeling low self-esteem. You need to tell her the truth about the lies and the distortion. What are the lies that she believed that are just not true? She's 7. I need you to fill her with unconditional love. Witness her body being healed. Witness her light turning back on. Witness her 7-year-old little spark of light and joy coming back on. And her being just so happy. Thank you, Jeff. Has that been cleared? Yes. Good job. So now I want you to command these deceiver entities, these legions of deceiver entities, to leave your body now. So I command these deceiver entities to leave my body now. I remove any tracers or trackers, and I become invisible. You can never find me in any timelines, dimension, or space, and I fill that space with unconditional love. And then just keep breathing in unconditional love, breathing out the pain, witnessing the healing. This will get our pain to a 1. So I got your 8. We'll go down to a 3 tonight. We'll go down to a 0 tomorrow. And then by tomorrow, you'll be a 0 pain. So, sweetie, let us know how you're feeling. Haley and Leanna. So, you guys, this is the end of my call. So make sure you're following me. How can you help me? Okay, good. You're at a 5. Okay, keep breathing. Hopefully by the time I get off, you'll be at a 3. So you guys, how can you help this movement? You guys get the free guide and share it with as many people as you can. This is truth. These keys will set so many people free. If you know anyone suffering in pain or suffering in silence, if you have family members that are in a lot of pain, say, hey, I have a free guide I want to send you. Yes. If you want to invest $27, okay, it is so easy to invest. This is the lowest investment you will ever pay in one of the most transformational programs. Get it now this month before it goes up to $47. Even if I charged $197 for the system or $1,000 for the system, it would be worth it. And it will save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Did Sweetie message? Thank you, Carrie. Care Bear. Yeah, sweetie, just keep breathing, love. If you guys feel called to join this spiritual mastery course, okay, it is $397. It will go up to $497 next month. This is for those who were born and knew ever since you were in kindergarten that you were meant for more. It is this undeniable feeling ever since you were a child that you were meant for more. That you were meant to lead or to serve or to help at a greater capacity, and you never understood why, but you always knew that that was part of your life's mission. And if that is you, I am inviting you to our sacred space, to our sacred spiritual mastery course, where you will be with other women who feel the same call. Powerful women with powerful spiritual gifts who have come and experienced trials and traumas too. Okay, this is a community of women who were called to serve at a greater capacity. If this is you, I am inviting you into this sacred community. If it's not you, that's okay. But I would love to invite you into it. Oh, yeah, Care Bear is in my spiritual mastery course. So is Little Scholars, Kia. Incredible, gifted women. But so are you. Okay, you just have to remember. And in this space, I teach you exactly the foundational tools so that you can go, the sky's the limit. Sweetie, how you feeling? How long have I been doing this? I've been doing this for over a decade. So my spiritual mastery course, the group community, that's very recent. I used to only do this one-on-one. Okay, it's $1,000 if you want to do it one-on-one. But if you want to do the community, it's less. Yes, sweetie. Sweetie got to a 3. So you guys, this is why I love doing this. So if you join the spiritual mastery course, you'll be certified in the intuitive testing system. so that you can incorporate your gifts and this system to start helping people right away. Like how we just held sacred space for Sweetie, for Leanne, for Haley. And the truth is that you are never healing people, you are showing people the way. You are the light, right? And when you shine your light, it gives other people permission to shine their light too. It is, you create a wildfire. Not because you're better, not because you're more spiritually gifted. We're all equal. We're all love, but you are here to help people remember at a greater capacity. Because you were called. Many are called, but few are chosen. Why are few chosen? Because few are willing to go through what it takes to show up. Because you ask anyone in my spiritual mastery course, it is not easy to show up for yourself, to be seen, right? To share. Yes. Care Bear says it's amazing when you turn your light back on. Yes, Susie Q. So Susie Q, I definitely feel called to work with you. So tomorrow, if you come on my live, I'll be on at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, as well as Nikki. So Susie Q and Nikki, you guys jump on my live. I'll put you guys first. Yeah, Kia, not easy, but totally worth it. It will be one of the hardest things you do, but one of the most powerful things. The reward is amazing. It's amazing. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for following this live. Remember, get the free guide. Invest in yourself. Okay. If we get if we get the mastery course, what was the question? Love you, Lisa. Hi, babe. The $27 system is just a complete system. The spiritual mastery course is different. We go into deeper things. Yeah. Sash, if you just click the link in my bio or go to heatherashleyjones.com, you can read more about it. Okay. Thank you, Lulu. Okay, love you guys. Have an amazing night. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard.